We're out at Lake Havasu, Arizona to shoot the grand public display for the 30th anniversary of Western Pyrotechnic Association's Western Winter Blast.
Spirit of 76 and AM Pyrotechnics were asked to shoot the grand public closing display for the 30th anniversary of Western Winter Blast. The physical setup for the show began 2 weeks earlier in the 76 warehouse, where Dan Haynes and a few of his crew members marked each item with its location and queue label.
We spent about a week working on the show, designing, printing labels, preparing everything.
Dan spent the weeks beforehand scripting the show using Finale software.
What's going on today?
We're starting our setup. Gotta shuffle some equipment around, stay dry, get all the product prepped.
Working between the two trucks to stay out of the rain, the crew gets to work organizing all items, e-matching, and placing the fireworks in piles based on their intended location on the field. Cakes get done first, and then we move to more tedious items, like single-shot tubes, slices and sweeps, and flame pots. The new 76 slider plates make their debut in this show. 30 of them are drilled to boards as a base for 76 holders.
I'm attaching these fabulous custom-made one-shot holders that go with the custom-made 76 one-shot holders for one-shot extravaganza. I put more on? Don't be a moron.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
We've got about 12 people out here helping us. This is about twice as big as the last show we shot out here.
After 6 hours of working inside the trucks, we close the doors and call it a day. It's sunny and warm the next morning, making it ideal weather to set up shop outside.
We've been setting up out here for about 2 days now. Second day, we're working on all the single shots, slices.
Single shot firing points start to take form as products are mounted to boards using the 76 sliders and holders.
The trick with these is when we put them on to make sure the wire goes in between the groove. Because what will happen if you just pop them on here and the wire's not in the groove, it'll actually break the wire, and then we don't discover it until like really late on Saturday. So make sure the wire's in the groove and then press down firm.
Once all single shots are mounted and flame pots are hot glued to boards according to field location, we go ahead and land the cues. This will save us a lot of time when we're out on the field. A lot of the gerbs are mounted to boards made with custom angles.
Cool setup, bro. Those the new 76 sliders?
Yeah, this is the 76 slider plate, and these are the 76 holders. So there's one point in the show where we're going to do 5 gerbs all at the same time. They're going to be series wired together, so it's going to be 45 left, 22 and a half left, straight up, 22 and a half right, and 45 right. These are called Scotch lock or UR connectors for series wiring. The way you do it is you take the 2 wires, slide them in the connector, and use a special pair of pliers to crimp them. There's a gel inside that makes it a waterproof connection. You can connect as many as you like in series in that way.
Organizing all these firing points would have been impossible if Dan hadn't done some handiwork well before arriving in Arizona.
So this is the script book. We put one of these together for every fireworks show. On the front, it's got every position. So we have track positions, mid positions, back positions, close prox positions. And then inside of the script book, we've got labels. Most of them are distributed. We have the show summary. It's a summary of the show. We have a cue sheet. This has every cue in the show by time order. We have the rail cue report. This is every cue in the show by channel number. And this show was scripted in Finale, so all of these reports were exported by Finale.
And what happens if you forget that book out here?
If you forget the book, you're in trouble. You got to go to the computer, and sometimes the computer does not work well on the shoot site.
We wrap up the day after about 8 hours of work.
We've got one more day to go. We're shooting tomorrow, and now we're just putting the last touches together on the show.
I take an opportunity to scout out a camera position for filming the display.
I'm at the top of the bleachers. This will be my vantage point for filming the closing display tomorrow night.
As the sun goes down, we load everything into the truck and are ready for shoot day.
It's shoot day. How are we feeling?
Feeling refreshed and ready to go.
You know what? This is going to be an awesome show tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Everything that's coming together is just, it's going to be a badass show.
First things first, Dan measures the field and marks firing point positions. The crew then begins laying out product. All across the 475-foot field. Cobra mods are set to the correct channel, antennas installed and placed at their positions, and products are arranged to face the audience.
Flame pots are in front so we can see them better. We've got about 1,200 cues, and it's going to be shot on 76 Cobra modules, 18M.
That's a total of 76 positions laid out on the Havasu 95 Speedway.
This is going to be our mid-row. That's got 30, 25 millimeter braking effects on it. We have a back row with up to 60 millimeter braking effects. And then we're going to do a circle all around the track. The back half of the circle is going to have comets and mines, flames and gerbs, and then the front half of the circle is going to be only close proximate type effects. When we hit all positions at once, it'll be a full 360 around the track.
The next couple of hours are spent landing cues, and I get a chance to talk to some of our crew members, a bunch of whom have helped out on many previous shows.
Gosh, this is probably going on 6 or 7 or 8. I haven't been counting.
How long you guys been in Pyro?
I've been doing it for about 12 years. Now I've got certified and do some bigger shows and some pro line stuff, or actually a lot of pro line. It's some of my favorite product. I use it in almost all my shows.
And the sweeps.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
I'm Greg Thomas from Phoenix, Arizona, and for about the 3rd year in a row, I'm honored to be working with Spirit of 76. This is my 2nd full day helping here. I did work at home some. I cut some plywood for Jackie Wedby, who's building a Maltese wheel.
Speaking of Jackie, she and her team are at the front of the field setting up her Maltese wheel.
Jackie Wedby Mattingly from Alaska, here in Arizona, old friend of mine.
We're going to do a Maltese wheel as a tribute to Larry Mattingly.
Her husband Larry passed away just 2 weeks prior, and today she has all hands on deck to put together the wheel.
The Maltese wheel is 24 foot tall. There's 360 some lengths in the double diamond, and another 70 around, and we're putting some fountains in it around, and there's going to be some 50 millimeter mines on the top.
It is just past noon. We've been out here for about 3 hours, and I think we only have a couple more hours of setup left, and it's looking really good.
Feeling pretty good about the show. We think it's going to be really good.
We're not supposed to talk about the script, but I've seen bits and pieces. It's amazing.
Our last 45 minutes on the field are spent checking continuity.
Everything's wired up, so now it's time to power up the module. We put it into test mode, allows us to do continuity testing, which means that we want to make sure that all the effects are properly connected to their connectors so that when they're given their electrical charge, ba-boom!
Okay guys, continuity is all good.
By 3 p.m., We're done with setup and leave the shoot site until showtime. Just before sundown, Jackie's wheel is erected. The Cobra mods are armed, and the show is ready.
Good evening, and welcome to the Western Pyrotechnic Association's grand public display, the greatest fireworks show on Earth.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Title of the show is The Greatest Show on Earth, and it's featuring a lot of music from The Greatest Showman.
So tell me, do you want to go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Wow, what a show and what a spectacular event. We are so honored to have shot the 30th annual Western Winter Blast closing display. We want to thank the Western Pyrotechnic Association for letting us shoot the show and AM Pyrotechnics for shooting it with us. I also want to thank Dan and everyone on the crew for letting me put my camera in their face and ask them what they're doing on the setup so I can make this behind the scenes video. As you can see, there are literally hundreds of man hours that are put into a big show like this, and we're always looking for more help on the field. So if you're interested, there's some information in the description below on how you could get involved and help us out on a big show like this one. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to watch the full closing display. There's a link for that in the description below as well. I'll be back next time to show off some new products for 2019 and host a swag giveaway. Stay tuned, Pyros, and keep shooting.
This is the greatest show.